Part 2. What's up? So, to all my people that didn't watch part 1, go back and watch part 1 and then come back to this video. I am talking to my father, if you didn't know, about the mind of a man, the dating do's and don'ts, ladies, okay? So let's get back into it. So, Dad, I have another question for you.
Come on, question.
All right. Why is it so hard to find a quality man?
Why is it so hard to find a quality man?
A quality man.
Well, I would say this. A lot of times we're looking, I say it like this. We go to stores, right? We go to stores, go to spend a clothing store, you're looking for, something nice to wear, whatever. Whether you go to your Birks, Belks, or your Dillards and places like that. And you go like, man, see them real nice clothes and stuff. And they didn't have these mannequins. Right? Had these mannequins. These people, they had the bodies and everything like it's in the right place. But there's nothing in them.
Ooh.
Right? So you really try to understand why it's hard to find quality and really things, because most of the people, a lot of people now, especially in this generation, are underdeveloped.
Underdeveloped.
The Bible says, train up a child in the way they go. And then when they get older, they won't depart from it, right? So, especially for men, there's a lot of young men that's over-nurtured by women. They'll stop them from actually being what they're required to be. Same thing with a daughter. They can't teach their daughters things that they need to know. So by the time the child grows to 18, 17, 18 years old, they starting to look grown, or grown up. But what happens? They're underdeveloped, right? You can ask most young men now, they don't even know how to change the tire on the car. They don't know how to change the oil on the car. They don't know how to cut the grass. They don't know how to do a thing. They don't know how to provide. They don't even know anything about responsibility. Yeah. So so most people, what they do is they gravitate to somebody that looks good. They look good.
Good.
They sexy and all that stuff, but they're just like that mannequin. There's nothing in them.
They're empty.
They're empty.
Wow, that's good.
So one of the things that happens is we just like in a pinball machine, we just bounce from person to person, and we just bouncing from nothing to nothing.
That's good. We bouncing from nothing to nothing. Goodness.
So it leaves us with nothing.
Ooh, I hope y'all heard it.
Come on.
Underdeveloped men. Underdeveloped.
And not only men but women too.
Yeah, definitely.
And I never seen this so much since I've been living. In a time when I was young and stuff, women value keeping a house clean. Women value cooking. The things that the necessities and the essential things that women do is in these days is totally contrary to the women of old. Same thing with men of old, taking authority and securing and taking care of home and stuff from a man's standpoint of view. These things are not priority to this kind of generation. So a lot of people want the same results. That same just like that mama or that wife expected and knew the expectations of her husband. Back then, these people in these days and these generations, they want the same results back then, but they ain't put the same work in, and that's why you have people that enjoy themselves only, and they become temporary, and they moments and stuff, but you can't find long term fulfillment in it because there's nothing in people to sustain them.
Goodness, yeah, that's good. That's like a Selah moment, like. It's a lot. We going to a lot of mannequins. Like he said, they look good and smell good, but that's all. You know what I'm saying? Big grown children.
I'm telling you, most children, these young folks and stuff from they know, right? They look the part. They got, they dressed up and they grown and all that stuff, but I promise you, and this is why you see such a big spread of people, young people, like they want to kill themselves and all that stuff because they was shunned from responsibility. Ooh. So as soon as adversity and all that stuff comes, it's too much because they are used to always being catered to, and people always making sure that they didn't have to deal with anything. Ooh. One of the things that I've learned, even when I was growing up and stuff, we and a lot of people around my age, we had to suffer through a lot of things. Even when, as children, we had to deal with a lot of things, had to deal with a lot of adversity, we had to deal through a lot of trauma, different traumas and stuff. And even though it was traumatic at that time, it really helped us later on. So when hard times come and things come now, it doesn't shake and move us like it does these young people. Because every time something hard come up from a young person, or you can see that parent right now can see something coming up for their child, they shun them from it. Ooh. So they never got a chance to see anything. So when they get out on their own and they have to deal with, some kind of adverse situation, it's too much for them because they weren't used to it, never been used to it. So it's hard for a young man to have to go through traumatic stuff and then turn around and tell me, I'm gonna marry this woman tomorrow because I love her. But they really don't know what that really consists of.
Yeah, that's so good. They don't even know what that consists of.
Yeah. Ooh. Because they're really thinking about just the way they feel, but not really understanding what the responsibility is behind that.
Feelings, but not responsibility.
They understand what they responding to the way they feel, and they want to love that person, but they don't understand the magnitude of the responsibility. Ooh. You have to be able to put yourself to the side to make sure everything else is taken care of. A true husband, the word husband means house band, meaning taking care of and making sure. The word man means meeting all needs.
Wow. That's good. That's good.
So the thing is, that's our responsibility. But do a lot of men or young men operate out of that right now? No, because they were sheltered from a lot of that stuff. And so when you ask the question, why is it hard to find a good man, or even hard to find a good woman? Because we're sheltering them from things that they need to know so they can. Because it was never for me to cater to you for you to at 32 or at 40 years old.
Correct.
Right. So whatever that you needed for the rest of your life, I should have been put into you by the time you done got 18.
That's good.
So when you got on your own, you'll be able to make the adjustment and then be able to take your life on the rest of your life.
That's so good.
Right.
That's really
good. But a lot of times, that's why you still seeing people 30 years old still getting treated like they're 10 years old because they over nurtured. They've been nurtured too long. Ooh. And then really the thing is, by default, it's sad because they really can't be good to nobody else because they can't even really take care of themselves.
Ooh, y'all, that's good. Listen. This is totally off the top, y'all. So this ain't even on my notes. I'm gonna give my dad a scenario.
Okay.
So we have Susan. We have Susan. She's a 40-year-old woman.
Okay.
She's a 40-year-old woman. Her and she's newly updated or whatever. So she's been talking to this guy named John. John is about around 45. She's been talking to John about 2 months. John is a great guy, seemingly. John is a great guy. He has a decent job. He check all the boxes. John checks all the boxes. But the only thing with John is he doesn't know how to articulate his emotions. He's very closed in. He's a great guy now, but John is very closed in. Every time she try to express, to John or just try to get John to open up, John has a very hard time, opening up. She's trying to get information from John. She don't really know John a lot. They still getting to know each other. What would you tell this woman, or should I say Susan, what her next step should be?
Well, I would say this here. You gotta understand you cannot move any further until you crack the safe.
Ooh, okay.
You can't, because the thing is, you gotta understand, for one thing, for men, like we have not really been taught how to express our emotions. So
That's good.
what we do, we keep those things in. But the thing is, even though she's trying to talk to him, she's trying to communicate with him, trying to get him to talk or whatever. But it's just like what we were saying, that if he's not talking, evidently he's not trusting.
That's good.
There's a level of trust not there for me to be comfortable enough to be able to communicate my thoughts with you.
Yeah.
And if I'm not going to trust you with those thoughts, then that is a red flag for disaster later on.
Yeah, that's good.
And I've said this, and I think me and you talked on a couple of occasions. If there's an area in relationship that lacks trust, or you don't trust them, especially while dating, then there's always a pause, never to marry.
That's good. It's a pause. That's good.
I can't marry you until we trust in every area, because that one area could be the catastrophic thing to destroy our marriage.
Oh, that's good.
If we never learn how to trust. So if there's an area in our marriage, in our relationship that constitute that I can't trust you in, then I'm gonna say, hey,
You gotta put the brakes on.
you gotta put the brakes on. We can't go no further.
Oh,
Because the
that's good.
thing is, if we can't communicate properly, it ain't gonna do much. Just spiral off into other things going wrong. You ever seen anything? You ever seen something that is just a little problem, and the longer that problem stays, it just start
Get bigger.
getting bigger, and it just start manifesting in other areas. That's how cancer is, right? Cancer might just start in one spot in your body, but eventually it's gonna actually
It's spread.
spread to other places.
Yeah.
If it's not checked real quick.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you mistrust. That means communication, there's only a certain level of communication or no communication, which gonna make other areas of your relationship start stalling.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's gonna corrode it. It's gonna corrode your relationship.
Cause then what we do, we'll look at them like, well, he's a good man in all the other areas. I mean, he got a great job. He seems nice. Communication, that ain't that.
But the problem is, like I said again, one of the biggest enemies, especially with women, or not the other person, is themselves, because the emotions and stuff are an enemy to you when you lose control.
When we lose control.
When you lose control of your emotions and give it to him, then now you at the mercy or being a hostage to your emotion that gonna actually sometime be blinded to things that you really need to be looking at.
Yeah.
I take him because he's a good job, but even though he ain't talking to me, I still take him because he got that good job. Or he treated me good, I'm still take him anyway, even though he only want to talk to me. He just quiet. You start making excuses for why he being dysfunctional.
Ooh.
You start making excuses for why he being dysfunctional, right?
Oh, that's so good. That's so good.
That's just my husband. He don't hardly talk at all and whatever. But he don't hardly talk to me either.
Y'all.
He don't hardly talk to me either.
Really?
And then it start becoming a norm. And then we got a place where we have come to, and we'll say, it's okay. I can accept that. As long as you do the other things, and then you're dealing, and then who buys a pizza and open the box and one of the slices is missing?
Ooh, nobody.
You want a whole one. So you want a whole man. You want a whole woman. You do everything right, but this one place you don't check.
Yeah.
And that one place could be so detrimental, it can destroy everything else.
I can hear a woman saying, Bishop T, I'm calling him Bishop because that's his title. That's my daddy.
She can call me daddy. That's my baby.
But yeah, so I can hear somebody saying daddy, like, but nobody's perfect. You ain't gonna never meet no man that's perfect. What do you say to that?
Yeah, nobody's perfect, but true enough, there's certain things that all of us, there's certain things that gotta be in place for all of us in any relationship for it to be prosperous, right?
Ooh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, maybe we don't quite run the same way, do everything like in somebody else's house, or we do things different than somebody else do. But there are certain protocols that have to be in place in every relationship for it to stay healthy.
Oh, some core values.
Core values have to be in place for it to stay healthy.
Oh, that's
right.
good.
So the thing is, if those core values are not in place, even if other things are different, if those core values are in place, then it can do much damage to the relationship.
Oh, so an example then, and not even aside from Christian beliefs. So okay, we all know that's we gotta be agreed on that. So how can two be unequally yoked, as the Bible speaks about, besides religious beliefs? Like, how can two people, give an example, how can two people be unequally yoked?
But I'm gonna tell you something, really, and be honest with you. We are really, most people and most relationships are really, most times are actually reactive, right?
Yeah.
What you call, we done did something. Now we're trying to reflect on how can we fix it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so instead of really going into a space really with an understanding of how it's supposed to go, right? So a lot of times we trying to undo what we messed up.
Oh.
And then, you know what I'm saying? We don't messed it up, and now give me the playbook how to fix it.
Yeah, we have done that several times. Yeah.
Now ask me the question again. Ask me the question again.
So, besides like religious beliefs, what makes a couple or a relationship unequally yoked?
See, that's the thing here. A lot of people are unequally yoked. Now they want now show me how to fix it.
Show me how to fix it.
But the problem is, it's just like what I was saying is this: if we taking a trip to California, we on I-10, right? But you want to go to I-10 East. I want to go to I-10 West. I-10 East is the furthest it's gonna take me east is to Jacksonville, Florida. But it's gonna take you all the way to California.
Yeah.
But we both gotta agree that we gotta go in the same direction. And the thing is, if we ain't established that from the beginning, and we was already going in the wrong direction, meeting each other, we playing tug of war to see which way we gonna go.
That's gonna cause friction.
It's gonna cause friction. So the thing is, if we going toward Jacksonville, but we supposed to be going to California, how much longer is it gonna take us to get there?
A long time. Yeah.
So so that's what I'm saying is so the Bible said, how can two walk together except they agree? So if we gotta agree to understand, we gotta first of all, who gives the vision?
The man.
The man. But if he's given the vision and he said we supposed to be going to California, why is he pointing toward Jacksonville, Florida?
Oh, yeah, that's good then.
But because my loneliness getting in the way,
Ooh.
and because I feel the need all these kind of certain way, even though I know California ain't the way in the direction he's going, but I'm gonna take the trip.
I'm gonna take the trip anyway. Compromise.
So I'm compromising. So I'm finna go a long way out of the way I should be going because I'm following behind somebody that's carrying me in the wrong direction. So they were gonna bring a lot of unnecessary things.
Ooh.
I'm gonna spend a lot of unnecessary gas. I'm gonna spend a lot of unnecessary money because I'm going the wrong way. I'm gonna spend a lot of unnecessary time. And see, that's what we don't know how to say, hey man, let me out this car.
Let me out this car.
We're going the wrong way.
Oh, that's good. Y'all heard that in the dating time. You know what? This might not be, we might not be for each other because that's a core value of mine. That's good. Let me out the car.
Just let me out the car so I can go the
That's
way.
Good. That is so good. But a lot of us don't like that because, as my dad said, we allow loneliness. So I overlooked it, but later on, that's going to be a problem. In the long run, it's going to be a problem in the long run. 2 years from now, that's going to be a problem.
Because we done got so emotionally attached.
Yes.
Like I told you, his job, his first order of business is how can I impress you to start really stealing your mind. And like I said, and once I start stealing your mind, I'm going to be able to drag you anywhere I want to drag you. Even when I don't want to go somewhere, or if I want to carry you somewhere you ain't got no business going, I can do that because your mind. If I got your mind, your body's just going to just jump in and just go everywhere I wanted to go and do whatever I wanted to do. And who find themselves miserable? you.
Me. Yeah.
And he's taking advantage of it. And when he's through with the trash, he just dump it.
Yeah, y'all. So, and that creates soul ties. That creates all type of unnecessary stuff. If we would have just asked the questions in the beginning, if we would have just did our research in the beginning, if we would have just collected the data in the beginning. So then do you even think, like, even a child, speaking of unequally yoked, like a man that wants kids but the woman don't want kids, do you think that's being unequally yoked, or you think that's going to be something that the couple can actually talk out?
See, this is what you got to understand. If this really a God thing for you, do you think that God put people together and then they're totally contrary to their nature for what each other want, right? So if really God bringing somebody in your life and he already know what you have need of, right? So he gonna bring you all the things that you need and all the things that's needed for the journey.
Yeah,
it's already gonna be instilled in
yeah.
you. So the thing is, you don't have 3 children. So in your mind, you don't want more kids.
Yeah.
So the thing is, if there's not other kids already established in that person's life, then that's it, right? So,
yeah.
So you think he just think he's just gonna just start sending you things contrary to what's in your heart?
That's good. That's good.
Right.
Man. That's good.
Right.
That's good. That's
so,
good.
but it's back to what I said before, and I say it again, even on the last one where I said, if there's a standard set for you, will you drop below it?
That's good.
The way you treat it, the way you handle, all the things that you need.
Oh.
Will you drop below that standard? Because, like I said again, you can only find gratification in what you've always been taught and what you know.
Ooh.
And anything lesser than that, you're gonna always feel like you lacking.
Oh, that's good, Daddy.
That's serious. You're gonna always feel like you lacking because, like I said, if we let's put it in perspective real quick, right? So you've always seen me try to provide. I mean, making sure that you had, even when I ain't have a lot of it, I always tried to show you that. So the thing is, this is the core value. This is what you've always known. So you walk out of the house. So if I'm dating somebody, this is what I expect. I'm getting ready to marry somebody, this is what I expect. Somebody, me being safe and stuff. My dad always makes sure that we were protected. And I'm looking for something like that. All this stuff is in those core values.
Yeah.
Right. So the thing is, so why are we looking for just an exterior? And call it a core value. We make it a core value. We make our exterior a core value. And then forget about all the other central things that we need to take the journey.
Oh, goodness, y'all. Goodness. Y'all, we at 22 minutes. Y'all, I'm having so much fun. I tell y'all the truth, I don't ever get tired of it because I love the knowledge. I love the wisdom. Me and my dad be on the phone for hours talking about this stuff. So I'm just giving y'all like a sneak peek. I'm telling you. But y'all, we're gonna go one more round. Y'all coming back for part 3. Make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all watch the previous video. I'm talking about some gems, y'all. Some gems are being dropped, ladies. Make sure y'all share the video. Make sure y'all comment, engage with me in the comments, and let me know what y'all think. Let me know if y'all love this content. And y'all, I will see y'all in part 3. Bye.